space for all of us today. And something else wanted to come through for the Sungate Center and Rita and her husband. So, and all of the people that will ever walk through these doors. So thank you for your patience in starting today. And thank you for coming to the first bar share. I'm really excited to be sharing this modality with everyone. And Danny, you know, because you just took a class with me. You know, oh, and Laurel, I'm sorry, I'm still in the clouds there from that transition. You know, what it's about. So Rita has also been certified in bars quite some time ago. So she's familiar with it as well, and Linda, you'll get to learn more about it today. It's a very powerful modality and differs from Reiki. I know that all of you are Reiki certified as well. It's something that complements Reiki very well. To me, we're all infinite beings, and we have the infinite ability to tap into not only our energy, but the energies surrounding us. And I look at different modalities as different energy vibrations, different pipelines, different ways to access the energy. Bars is something that's really sort of built right into our being and was discovered by the founders of the company and has been growing by leaps and bounds ever since then. And bars is the foundational practice, the starting level, and consists of 32 points on the head that, when lightly stimulated, create sort of a reverse of Reiki. If you think of Reiki, sometimes we pull energy, but mostly we're just tapping in and sending energy, right? And letting the energy do its thing. This we're tapping into the points on the head, and it's a reverse process. The energy stream comes up and out of our crowns, releasing back up to source for transmutation. So it's about removing all that is no longer serving us. And I'm just going to read a little blip out of the manual so that you can understand more. I think this is very interesting to me because you all know me as Kelly Moretta, Reiki Master Teacher for many years, but many different energy streams have opened up to me. And I think that my mission now is to help everyone understand our infinite being that we are, our multidimensional self that we truly are, and not just a part of this 3D plane that we're in. We are so much more than that. And to me, Access Consciousness and Access Consciousness bars really taps into that element in a different way than Reiki does. So I'm just going to read 3 paragraphs here for you to sort of soak in, okay? Access is a set of tools and processes that are designed to facilitate more consciousness for everyone. Consciousness includes everything without judgment. It is the willingness and capacity to be totally aware, totally present in all areas of your life. Consciousness is the ability to continually awaken to more possibility, more choice, and more life. The invitation of Access is to help you acknowledge you as the infinite being you truly are, and to step into generating a life beyond the you think you are. As an infinite being, you function from the infinite perceiving, knowing, being, and receiving. As an infinite being, all things are possible all the time, and you have total choice. As an infinite being, as a finite being, the tendency is to function from thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Access Consciousness is about unlocking you from the polarity, imprisonment, conditioning, and limitations of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. When we are functioning from finiteness, we choose to have little choice and limited possibilities. So do you see the beauty in that? Mm-hmm. It's completely empowering. And I want to encourage all of you, not just through bars and the work that we do here in the shares, or that we do in classes, or that you may share with others, but in every moment of your life, to really trust yourself, trust the possibilities, and continually allow yourself to expand. Because when we do that, we do expand, we do receive more, we get the magic and the miracles that are right there in front of us, and stop that self-imposed finiteness that we've been taught, since we were born, right? Not necessarily by our parents. I'm not meaning to judge anybody, but it's society in general, everything that is surrounding us. There's a lot of beauty in it, but there's also a lot of stagnation in it, or has been. So, for example, today and the last couple of weeks have been extremely powerful gateways of energy coming in to help us with that expansion process. We've had 3 eclipses, full moon eclipse, solar eclipse, full moon, lunar eclipse, and then just the solar eclipse. And the Lion's Gate right in the middle of that. So the energies right now, like I woke up this morning and then I walked out my door and I just went, oh my gosh, we're here. It's like there's this beautiful, blissful energy. So I encourage you today to allow yourself to open, to expand, to release anything that may be standing in the way of you fully integrating and connecting with these energies and really grounding them into your being and into your life. I think for those of you that have known me for a while, and even for a short while, Danny, you've seen me evolve a lot over the years. So from being purely Reiki to, Access has been around for a while, but now expanding with that, tapping into other frequencies and doing more multidimensional work, and now the light language coming through. And that's very powerful work and is a very big blessing, not only for me, but for all that I share it with. And so if I had stayed small, I would not be contributing in that way. So asking yourself every day, am I being expansive? Am I really opening to the possibilities? Or am I being small? Is this light? Does it feel good? Or is it heavy? Walk away from the heavy stuff, let it go, and move more into the light, into the lightness of being, into that free feeling like you're just floating on air. Because the more you feel like that, the more you're going to attract to you that is going to help you along the way. So if work is feeling heavy, I'm not saying quit your job, but when you can, expand into the possibilities. Because as you allow yourself that time, whether it's for yourself or to share with others, you're allowing more of those light frequencies into your field that will support you in your true passion, in your true mission, and what you're really here and for, and how you can help contribute. So have fun with it and be light and enjoy life. Okay. So that said, I'll stop ranting a little bit. Bars. You guys know about it. Linda, this is bars. So this is not a class, okay, obviously, so I'm not going to go into detail. I do have a class coming up on September 29th, which I already have people registered for. So if you're interested in joining Linda, please feel free to, then we can talk about it later. But you'll get a taste of it today. So it's not complicated, but there is a lot behind it. So today you'll definitely be able to channel the bars, but you're not going to get the in-depth knowledge of what's behind it and some of the additional processes. So that's where a class would benefit you. The bars are 32 points on the head, and this is a chart. There's one on each table so that you can use it as a guide as we're moving through it. And I'll do the timing and walk you through. Normally, you could just kind of go at your own pace, but I think today, because Linda's new to this and you guys are fairly new as well, let's try and hit all of the points instead of stopping and staying in a space that's really running, okay? So I'll guide you through that. We'll all get to receive as well as gift the energy and facilitate the process. And the energy you will feel compared to Reiki is a little bit different. You'll feel it through your whole body, even though it's just being applied, the treatment is just being applied to the head. You will feel it running through your whole body as it's doing its magic and assisting you in releasing. It's different in Reiki, and also that we don't play music. While I consider Reiki a very sacred sort of atmosphere and act as we're connecting with the divine and drawing in those energies, this is also connecting to the divine, but it's more, to me, the multidimensional aspect of it and of our being. So connecting inside and allowing yourself to actually be present with the process is really good. And so as we're traversing the different points, for example, I'll just choose the first one, money, control, and creativity. As we're on money, control, and creativity, if you want to, you don't have to, but you can think of areas in your life where you may want to expand, or where wow, I've got some fears here, or I've got something going on related to money. I think we all have money concerns, or can. So just being open to facilitating that release process as you're on that point, or while you're receiving at any time, okay? But you may want to fall asleep also. You may be, really awake at first and then just conk out, and that's okay too. So you can set an intention for yourself just to be open, to allow the energies to do what they're here to do, and help facilitate in that way, so that if you do fall asleep, you're rest assured you're connected and your wishes are being met. Let's see, what else do I want to share? I think, I wanted to mention, and it's okay to talk. So at Reiki, we normally, have a very sacred space, and we keep it quiet and play gentle music. In this modality, it's okay to talk. So if you want to talk to your partner and you want to, share things, you're more than welcome to do that too. It actually helps facilitate release sometimes when you're talking about things. So feel free to talk and share if you'd like to. Okay.
Yes, I remember there are phrases that you
There are phrases.
You're not going to touch on it.
I'm not going to get into that today. Maybe we will. Thank you though for mentioning that. There are, which is why I was mentioning.
I don't even remember what. But
yeah. There are many different phrases that you can ask when you are working with bars. There is a clearing statement that I teach in the class, and it helps further empower the release. And then you can also make up your own. So one of the guiding statements that they have in Access Consciousness at bars is, how does it get any better than that? And all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. I believe that's right. And so those are really powerful statements in themselves. If you wake up every morning and state to yourself, how does it get any better than that? You're opening space for all the blessings to come into your life. And when you make a statement that everything comes to you with ease, joy, and glory, same thing. You're asking for ease. You're stating that it's ease, and not, any barriers that we make for ourselves underneath. So a lot of subconscious stuff going on with this processing, as well as conscious. So sure, by the end of the session today, you're going to feel very uplifted and energized. That's one thing I like about this modality. Even though you may conk out on the table, you're going to feel like you're on top of the world afterwards. So so enjoy, and know, for those of you that have already been working with the energy, that you are, just going in that deeper level, that deeper layer each time you do it. So, are there any questions? I'll be here to answer them throughout while we're actually doing the sharing. But anything that comes to mind immediately? No? Okay, wonderful. So why don't we go around and just do quick introductions? Obviously, you guys all know me, Kelly Moretta, Awakenings Holistic Wellness, and I love you all, and I'm glad you're here. I won't go into any more details. Multi-dimensional being, I don't know. I will hand over to you.
I apologize for being late. There was construction and traffic and it rerouted me everywhere but here.
Oh, no problem. All is meant to be.
Thank you. My name is Irma. I think I Reiki master. I don't teach, but I try to practice. Maybe one of other energy classes.
Great.
I'm interested in the bars.
Wonderful.
So
Welcome.
thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Awesome.
Hi, I'm Laurel Morris. I'm trying to transition to having a healing career. I've taken the Reiki Master Teacher Training and the Access Consciousness Bars class, which is really great. So I'm hoping at some point I can transition into having some kind of healing practice.
And you will.
I think so.
Thank you, Laura.
Hi, my name is Danny. I'm through Kelly. I'm a Reiki practitioner, and I've also just taken Access Bars class too. So I'm very, very excited about it. Trying to improve my intuitive abilities at the same time. So I'm glad to be here. Looking very forward to receiving and giving, but mostly receiving. I got it now, so.
That's all right. Show up authentically.
Right.
And about to be a Reiki master.
We'll see.
Thank you, Danny. Sweet.
I'm glad to have Kelly and everyone here. Welcome. And enjoy the time, the space, yourself, everyone, each other. I have a certified in Reiki too. Level 2 bars a few years ago, and I practiced it for like 3 years for sure. But when I look at it, it's really familiar. I think Hans still remembers, so we'll try.
They'll remember.
Otherwise, you all know me. You'll know more.
And the owner of this beautiful Sungate Center. So thank you for allowing us to host the meeting here today. Thank you.
I'm Linda, I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, and I'm here to learn more about bars, experience, and also to give.
Thank you. Love you, Linda. So something came to my mind that I wanted to share, and now I wanted to just ask everyone quickly before we pull out the tables, to just sit for a moment, maybe close your eyes. And just take a couple of deep breaths in. You can sit in a meditative posture, your spine straight. Opening your crown chakra, connecting up to source energy. Allowing it to flow down through the third eye, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and root down into the earth, and connect into the new earth crystalline grid. Just becoming that conduit, allowing the energies to flow through you, grounding you, allowing your energy to relax, soften, and expand, preparing you to receive today and every day. I opened space in the room here earlier, some of you know, and called in all of the energies that are available to us now through the eclipses and through the Lion's Gate, to ground into the center here and to expand. And I want you guys to tap into that just for a moment for your benefit. Just relaxing your mind, opening to the possibilities, and asking yourself, how does it get any better than this? And opening for the universe to show you, for your higher self to show you where and how you can expand. And then allowing yourself to receive. Opening your heart, opening your mind, opening your being to the infinite possibilities. Let's take a deep breath in and just ground in those energies, exhaling out. Do 2 more breaths. Just allow that love and that light and that joy to fill you. And exhaling. And on the last breath, breathing in deeply. Let a big smile rise on your face and in your heart. And as you exhale out, opening your eyes and sharing that smile in the circle. There we go. Thank you, Laurel. Irma, Danny, Rita.
I hope this voice sounds like a light language for you, because it's not for me. So it's a challenge to be inside and here.
Oh, here, Michael, there. That's okay. It's just adding to the energy.
This is
there.
my something that I have to work on.
Yeah.
It's bothering a
Yeah,
lot.
that's okay. And Linda, thank you for your smile and your beautiful heart. Okay, so are we ready to get started? Yeah? Okay, so I've got some refreshments here if anyone's interested. And you know where the bathrooms are, or maybe you know where the bathroom is here?
Down the hall.
Yes, out this door and down the hallway you need the orange cage if you need to use it. We'll go ahead and pull the tables out, and let's see, we'll have 1, 2, 3 tables. And you can just choose any table that calls to you, and we'll get started, okay? If you need a moment to get some water or something beforehand, please feel free. And then we'll need 1 chair at each table, so if someone can help facilitate getting the chairs out, that would be wonderful. We'll put the chair at the head of the table. Here, let me move my drink. Oh, maybe we should slide that down a little bit here. Okay, I think on this side would be good.
Okay.
Thank you. We only have 3 tables, so we can kind of go in the center. And thank you for everyone for receiving me in my beach attire today. I thought you wouldn't mind. Because it's Saturday. All right, please decide which table is calling your name. Thank you, dear. So, let's see, Irma and Linda are very new to bars. Since we have 6, including myself, and I'm going to have to help facilitate, I would like to go with somebody that's already, I would like Linda and Irma to go with somebody who's experienced. So do you 2 want to pair up? Okay. And Danny, would you mind working with Irma?
No, not at all.
Okay, great. And then Rita, you and I can go together, is that okay?
Absolutely, I would love it.
Experience is a relative
don't limit yourself. It's very easy. That's why I'm not going to go into, I'm going to guide you through each step and tell us when it's time to transition positions. But otherwise it's very easy. So you just won't have the in-depth background, you know, that you of understanding through the share. You'll get that in class. And I think we lost touch of the radiation room. Yeah.
Oh, and Kel,
Yes.
I was, I was thought I was gonna be late, so I ran out of the house and I left, something for you on the counter.
Oh, don't worry.
So I'm just gonna mail it to you.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay,
You can even bring it to the class. That's
yeah,
okay.
no, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so. Oh, sorry. Well, why don't we let you receive first then? And then, because I don't have to.
I was,
So, I mean, you only came down and.
Yeah, I want to practice it.
So
Just
we
be
can
nice.
Okay. It's down by
Yeah,
where
but-
it's, so, you okay?
We
We can do about a half hour per person and then you'll get to give for me a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's silly something. So I go all the way back and it was just like, then I did get somewhere else, then I missed the spot. No, it's okay.
Irma, we aligned you with Danny here, I hope that's okay.
Yes, I'm.
And so you wanna share first? Gift or, you're sitting there, you guys decide, I'll let you decide who's receiving
I'll
and
give
who's.
first, yeah.
Yes, thank you for, yes, please. I think Rita ran through like, I know, I was just getting my yogurt off.
So how would it have to be, when you start, I want you to raise your hands, just basically like so. Okay, that's what I mean by when I say,
Oh,
when I say, but for now, we're fine just like that. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, so I think Rita stepped out to the bathroom, but she's aware of the chart, so I'll just, I'll wait. So we'll do about a half an hour per person today. Normally, a full bar session is anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, or you can do it as long as you want. There's no set rule about it, as long as the energy's running, and the person receiving isn't floating, you know, off into space. You can gift and receive as long as you like. But if you are looking to move into offering this as a, you know, part of your energy practice, typically a bar session is about an hour and a half by the time you move through all of the points. So,
I've never done this.
I'm sorry?
I said I've never done this before, so
Oh,
it's
you
my
just-
first time.
That's
so
okay, that's all
for
right.
those, do you want to receive
You
it?
just need to relax.
So for those of you receiving, there's nothing to it. The only thing I need to caution you about is the placement of your hands. So your hands should not be near each other, like crossed on your body. You can put one hand on the heart, one hand on the sacral chakra. They're far enough apart at that point, but you don't want your hands crossing because it blocks the flow of the stream of energy. Hands at your side is perfectly fine also, whatever's comfortable for you, okay? So just making your body an open channel for the energy to flow, all right? And then all you have to do is just relax and breathe and be open to receiving, okay? So for those of you that are going to be gifting the energy first, you know, we start with the energy pull because you've taken a class. So you're going to start by placing one hand at the base of the skull and then one hand on the third eye. And then just stating in your mind, energy pull. Energy pull, energy pull. And you're opening the energy flow from the feet up through the recipient's crown and up through your crown. So when you feel your crown open, and if you're sensitive to the energy, you may feel it flowing through their body. So once you feel the energy opening, then you'll move down to the feet and you're going to reverse the direction. So you're going to pull down through their crown. You're going to place your middle fingers just on the ball of the foot. And again, energy flow, energy flow, energy flow. With the intention to pull that energy through their crown, down through their body, out through their feet, up through your crown, and exiting out. So once you feel that energy open up, and if you're not sure, it's okay. Just trust. You'll come back up to the head. And the last energy pull we'll do is with the hands. You'll ask your partner to raise their hands up. Palms facing up toward the sky, and you'll place your middle finger in the center of their palm, and they will do the same to you. And then the same thing, you're going to be circulating the energy. This time it's moving through the heart chakra. And then once you feel complete, you can have a seat. Oh, it's comfortable to you. And we'll start with the implant band. The implant band is, if you look at your chart on page 1, the center diagram, and you'll take your second, third, your pointer finger, middle finger, and index fingers on both hands and place them behind the ear. I'm going to pull up a So just behind the ear and pulling your fingers away from the ear, you're going to come over a ridge that's called the implant band. So we are made for this. And you'll feel the energy start to activate in your fingertips. So this implant band is where you have all the thoughts, ideas, beliefs, considerations, attitudes, and emotions that you either aligned with and agreed with or resisted and reacted to, which allowed you to be implanted in the first place. It affects all the other parts of your body and deals with everything that has been implanted in you in any lifetime. Anything that you've held on to. So everyone's heads are different. So as you work on different people, you'll notice that the placement may be just slightly different on their head, but you'll feel yourself sort of lock into these positions. And the energy start to flow. So implant band is one of the positions where you could spend hours upon hours because it's where we store all our junk, okay? So you can ask your partner, how does this feel? You know, can you feel the energy in your body if they're curious?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a good thing. So if you release it, it's beautiful.
Yes. Oh. So as you're gifting, don't forget to breathe. You want your body to be relaxed and be that open vessel. And what you may notice is if something very powerful is releasing for that person, you may feel something moving through you and coming out of your crown chakra. And it's just the energy returning to source to be transmuted, turned into the light. You also may feel with some people a very, very, very light touch is required, and others a little bit more connection.
So much.
Okay, since we're just doing a half an hour per person today, let's go ahead and move on to money, control, and creativity. And this one is at the top of the head, the top of the ear, I'm sorry. And it's about 3 fingers up on the top of the ear. So if you connect with the top of the ear, and just, you can even say to yourself, money, control, creativity, gently sliding your fingers, money, control, creativity, money, control, creativity, and lock in. So money is about all the considerations you have about money, having it, not having it, wanting it, not wanting it, being willing to have it, and not willing to have it. And every point of view you have ever taken about money. Control is all the things we think we are going to get from control. Control is sort of what we do instead of being functional in this reality. We try to control everything so it turns out a certain way. It's all the thoughts, ideas, beliefs, considerations, attitudes, or emotions we have stored in any lifetime so that we can control what occurs in our lives. And then creativity is all the elements you have about what it means to create. That means all of the sources for matter, energy, space, and time that you use to create things. Notice it's not about generating your life. Generating your life is a totally different thing because it's based on the energy, space, and consciousness you are, which is really what generates your life. So for those of you that are gifted, you're receiving at the same time too. So anything that they're releasing is also facilitating a release for you if you're holding on to the same thing, which is really cool. So we don't have to know to do the healing, you know? So the next position is creating connections, creativity, creating connections, and creating life forms. So we're going to use the same 3 fingers. We go down to the bottom left side of the chart, and you're just going to go down from creativity, which is where your money control and creativity was, slide down, and then in a straight line this time. Creativity, creating connections, and creating life forms. If you need assistance finding the right point, just let me know.
I think I do. Yeah. So it's I know I was gonna say this is hard to read.
So what you can do is,
Okay.
it just makes it more comfortable for your hands. Yeah, it's your hand position. Just a little bit. Closer to. So please feel free to ask questions. How does everybody feel? Those of us that are still here. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next position, which is called aging toaster. So you can take your hands and you're gonna take actually like the nail bed, so it's not the fingertips, it's the nail bed, so the top of your fingers. And there are, as you can see in the diagram, 4 bars that run across the top of the head. So the inner bars are called aging toaster, and your fingertips are gonna be, about an inch or 2 inches from the forehead, and then spread in width about an inch between your fingertips. And just gently applying, like you see in the diagram. So you feel the connection. And the aging toaster is designed to take care of all the considerations you have about what it means to get old and or to die and to have your body fall apart, all that kind of stuff, as they say in the manual. So feel like you've got it. So really a lot of the aging process that we experience here is based on the energy that we hold, whether that be thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs about aging or other things. It's just weighing our energy down, which then accelerates the aging process. So when we can lift and remove those energies from our beingness, we actually start to slow the aging process and can reverse some of what we're already holding on to. Did you ever notice how like spiritual people or people with a spiritual practice might look younger or lighter or brighter? It's because they're not holding on to as much stuff as others may be. So if you're having a hard time finding an actual placement of the fingers, you can also say the name of the bar also. So if you're having a hard time finding the aging toaster, you can help activate it by saying the name 3 times. Aging toaster, aging toaster, aging toaster, to activate it and help bring your fingers to the correct alignment. Or if you're feeling more energy on one side than the other. Okay, so now we're gonna move to the next set of bars. So it's form and structure, hopes and dreams, awareness and control, and the bridging bar. So form and structure is just on the outside of the eye. And then hopes and dreams, just outside of that. Awareness and control are just up from the top of the ear, about a half a finger back. And then the bridging bar is right on the head, the top of the head. You can hit it anywhere, it doesn't have to be any set. It's a bar that runs across the head. So wherever it's comfortable for your hands. So Laurel and Danny, since you know how to soak the dimensions, if you want to do that, you can feel free to. You okay, Danny?
Just heating up.
Yeah, right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next set of bars, which is gonna be on page 2. And the top left side, joy and sadness and healing. So joy and sadness are directly up from the center of the eyebrow on the forehead. So you can use your pointer fingers for that. And then healing is on the side. You can use your middle finger for that, coming out to the side of the eye. And then you can also place your thumbs if you like, if it's more comfortable. I like to do that on some additional bars so you see the sexuality and body, which is just outside of aging toaster. You can kind of place your fingers there and activate those bars as well. Or you can come up to the bridging bar if you want to. You can combine different bars, so do what's comfortable for your hands, where you're going to get the best connection. Remember, you can repeat the name of the bars. You can surf the dimensions. You can use pocket powder if you want to. Are you doing okay? Okay, so let's move on to the next set of bars, which would be kindness, gratitude, peace, and calm. So that's down back by the ear again. You look in the middle of the page 2. Using 3 fingers. So 4 fingers back from the top of the middle ear and middle of the ear. Remember, it's 4 fingers of your recipient size fingers, not your size fingers. Just floating out the energy. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to breeze through the last position so that you guys have an opportunity to see also. Sorry, that was a little challenging for me.